Pastor. My question is aimed at trying to find out what the right posture or mindset should be with regards to marriage and relationship, and I'll give the context. The context is there is a generation, maybe our parent generation, that don't know as much, and maybe we're not overthinking it, and they go marry early. And there is another that, they've taught us into almost saying the way to have hell on earth is if you marry the wrong person. And they say all of those things. And, also the teaching of purpose. Someone must align with your purpose and your spirituality and all. And then we come to a point where people, even when compatibility and all of these things, there's still this part of your mind that, I hope I'm not making the wrong decision, right? So it's now that, what's the right place to be? Do you need more? Do you need less? And if you can
be honest with you, I think people, I don't want to use the word overrate, but people put too much into marriage. Honestly, people put too. In fact, the more seminars you go, the more confused you go. Marriage matter is not that complex. Okay? All right? It's not that complex. And one of the major reasons why with the parents' generation, they were not as exposed to things that trigger the sensuality of people. So this generation, because of all the kind of exposure people have, so many things have been triggered that they go into marriage with those expectations. And it's unreal. It's unreal. The woman has to be like, she has to be Proverbs 31 woman. She has to be this, she has to be that, she has to be able to cook, she has to be able to do this. She has to be, look. So long as you have peace. You're attracted to the person and there is peace. If there's no peace, then don't do. But if there is peace, which means to talk, we are peace, we are friends and all of that. And, so don't that's what people are saying. People say, you have to find your purpose. God gave man work before he gave him wife. So people are saying, I must find my purpose first. I must find my purpose. You see, so the whole thing has become, people. Charles and Francis Hunter had one of the most powerful healing ministries in the last 70 years. They married as unbelievers. They didn't know anything. They were unbelievers when they married. And all of that. They got married. And after some time, they got born again. Maybe after 20-something years. And then they just felt, in fact, they said, were you called to healing me? She said, no, we just saw, lay your hands on the sick and they'll recover. And so sometimes people have So don't start thinking, this thing that if I marry wrong, this ministry I have will not work. I guaranteed that person will marry wrong. Because the anxiety, all the things you have put will just cause problems. So just find the basics. We have said the basics here. Just make sure, don't, pray very well in the spirit. Pray in tongues very well. Okay? And then don't he said, I don't want to say don't go into marriage with too much expectation on a person. What people should give to God, they are giving to human beings. So they put pressure that somebody wasn't even, the pressure is there. Role playing. Esther didn't know she would be an Esther when she became an Esther. You get what I'm saying here? Ruth didn't know she would be a Ruth. You put Ruth, you put Esther, you put Sarah, you put, So the weight that is on, look, what you meet there, accept it. Look. If you can't cook, finish. That's your Lord. Just take your mind off it. All right? Just don't over, you see, because people put too much on marriage and, so long as you have peace and both of you can live your lives to the fullness in the marriage, there's peace. Peace is the cocoa. And that peace comes by you are both compatible. You're compatible in the sense that spiritual compatibility, you can share the word of God, share the word of God back, share the word of God, and all of that, Move on with your life. Are you following what I'm saying here? And don't have all this expectation of because if whatever you are expecting, whatever you are trying to avoid will happen to you. That's mentally I'm trying to avoid it. You get.